Hey fellow enthusiasts, this is Tommy Lanham.
I'm Tammy.
And we are on a mission to break the monotony of the mundane and the mediocre by bringing as much enthusiasm to as many marriages and families as we possibly can. Hey, if you want to know how Tammy and I spend our 5-hour blocks of family time together, then this video is for you.
Here we go.
Hey fellow enthusiasts, we just want to share with you what we do with our 5-hour block of family time. We have shared in other videos about the family time that we spend one-on-one with each of our kids, but we also do the same thing with each other. We sit down before the month begins and we plan out a 5-hour block that Tammy and I get to spend together. Sometimes we go to dinner and a movie, sometimes we just go walking down by the lake, sometimes we might go shopping together because she enjoys shopping. Just different things that we do together. Sometimes it costs a little bit of money, a lot of times it doesn't cost anything, but it's just time that we spend with each other. We shut everything else out. We don't talk about business. We don't talk about making these videos. We don't talk a whole lot about the kids. We just get together and we focus on our relationship and just having that time with each other.
You know what? If you don't do that, then and your life, you grow apart, and then your life is centered around your kids, and that happens a lot. But one day the kids will leave, and then you will find out that you're living with a stranger.
Yeah.
And I want to know this guy. I'm going to be with him the rest of my life, and I don't want to be living with a stranger. And sometimes I will be honest with you, all I want to talk about is one of our businesses or the kids or a problem that I'm dealing with my work. And it's a struggle to just shut up, stop talking about that stuff and just focus on one another. And sometimes you think, well, what in the world else do we have to talk about? But that's why we need that 5 hours, so that we will spend time just remembering what it's like to just sit and talk to one another. Like when you were dating, you remember that way back when? So it's a time for us to kind of rekindle our flame.
There you go. There you go. Tell you what, most of the time when I'm in the car, I listen to books on CD or listen to motivational talks or stuff like that. I'm continuously feeding my mind when I'm in the car, but not during this 5-hour block time. This is all us. We might have some music playing in the background, but we don't play anything that we really got to pay attention to because we're paying attention to each other. The important thing is, and the reason we share this is not so that you can look and go, wow, that's pretty cool. And it's not even so you can look and say, hey, we're going to do the same thing. But it is so you can be thinking about what is it you can do to be intentional about your relationship. Because that's what it comes down to. It comes down to us being intentional about blocking out 5 hours of time a month, at least. Now, we spend other alone time together. We take a few minutes most days and walk down and check the mail together. We have different times like that. We have our times together in the evening after the kids have gone to bed. But we always have this 5-hour block each month where we are intentional about spending time with each other. So find out what you can do with your spouse. Be intentional about it. Don't say we're going to do this if, or we may do this, or if nothing happens, this is what we're going to do. Say, this is what we're going to do regardless. Nothing crowds this out. Regardless of what happens in our month, we do not lose this. There are a couple of times where we've had to adjust it and put it in a different slot, but that doesn't even happen often. But we always do it. We're intentional about having this time because this relationship is more important than our jobs. It's more important than our hobbies. It's more important than our responsibilities with the church. It's more important than our kids. This relationship. The best thing you can do for your kids is to love their mommy or to love their daddy. And that's what we do with this 5-hour time. So be intentional about what you're going to do with your spouse to have that time together and how you're going to invest in each other because it will ignite your enthusiasm. If you want to become a part of the fellow enthusiast community, one of the best ways to do that is to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the button below. Go ahead, do it. I know you want to do it. Do it now. Come on.